Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the machines that are quietly but completely reshaping our world, industrial robots. And look, this isn't some far-off sci-fi future. This is a revolution that's happening right now, probably on a factory floor not too far from you.
So let's just start with a big question, one that really gets to the heart of modern manufacturing. What is this invisible force, this thing driven by global economics, that's changing how literally everything is made, from your car to your smartphone? And trust me, it's about way more than just new machines.
And right here, this is the core of it all. It's a global race for perfection. You've got rising costs, you've got incredibly complex demands. And because of that, companies need flawless accuracy and absolutely zero wasted motion. In an environment like this, automation has gone from something that's kind of nice to have to an absolute necessity.
Okay, so just how big is this revolution? When you talk about dollars and cents, let's follow the money, because the numbers behind this automation boom tell a really powerful story about where manufacturing is headed. So if we look at 2025, the global market for industrial robots was sitting at nearly $19 billion. Now, that's already a huge number, right? That's millions of machines already on the job. But believe me, that's just the starting line.
Because by 2033, that number is expected to more than double, rocketing up to almost $46 billion. We're not talking about just steady, predictable growth here. This is a full-blown explosion in demand for automation.
That incredible leap you're looking at represents a compound annual growth rate of over 11%. I mean, just let that sink in for a second. This isn't just about a few companies slowly adopting new tech. It's a huge signal that major industries are betting their entire futures on automation.
So what does this robotic workforce actually look like?
Well, it's not some one-size-fits-all army of identical machines. No way. Just like a human team, you've got different specialists for different jobs. So let's meet the key players you'll find on the factory floor.
The undisputed king of the factory is the articulated robot. It commands a massive 44% of the market. This is the classic machine most of us picture when we hear the term industrial robot. And you know what? There's a really good reason for its dominance.
Just think of this one as the versatile all-star of the group. Its design is brilliant because it basically mimics a human arm with all these different joints that give it an incredible range of motion. This lets it handle really complex movements with amazing precision, which is why it's absolutely essential for things like welding a car frame or putting together intricate electronics. Next up is the SCARA robot. Now, this one is a specialist. It is built for one thing and one thing only: fast, repeatable, and super accurate pick-and-place tasks. If you need to move a tiny little component from one spot to another thousands of times a day without a single error, this is the robot you call. And then, for those jobs that demand pure raw speed, you've got the Delta robot. Seriously, think of it as the sprinter of the factory. Its unique, almost spider-like design allows for unbelievable velocity. It's essential for those high-speed packaging lines where every single millisecond counts. But, maybe the biggest game changer of them all is this new category, the cobot, or collaborative robot. Forget everything you know about robots behind giant safety cages. These machines are designed from the ground up to work safely right alongside people, acting less like tools and more like, well, partners. Okay, so we've met the different types of robots, but where do they actually get put to work? Let's connect these amazing, specialized machines to the real-world jobs they're doing every single day. You can see a really clear pattern emerge when you look at where these robots work. The auto industry, they were the early pioneers, right? So they use robots for all the heavy lifting, like welding. Electronics, on the other hand, leverages their pinpoint precision for all those tiny components. And then you have the food and beverage industry, which really harnesses their incredible speed for packaging. Each industry is playing to a very specific robotic strength. Now, this whole revolution isn't just happening in one country or one region. It's a totally global phenomenon. In fact, it's creating a brand new kind of industrial race, with different parts of the world all competing for leadership in automation. So here's the really crucial dynamic you have to understand. Right now, North America kind of wears the crown, holding about 30% of the market, mostly thanks to major factory upgrades. But you have to look east. All the momentum, all the explosive growth is happening in the Asia-Pacific region. That's where industrial powerhouses like China, Japan, and South Korea are automating at a pace that is just breathtaking.
So, what does the future hold for all this? Well, it's not going to be a perfectly smooth road. The path to a fully automated future is filled with some pretty significant hurdles, but it's also packed with massive, transformative opportunities.
But look, adopting this tech is not a simple plug-and-play operation. For any business, the first hurdle is just the incredibly high upfront cost. Then you've got the massive headache of integrating these complex machines into an existing workflow. And, even if you manage all that, you face another critical shortage, finding skilled people who can actually run and maintain them.
But on the flip side, the opportunities for growth are just immense. The e-commerce boom alone is fueling this incredible demand for automation in warehouses and logistics. At the same time, costs are starting to come down, which is opening the door for smaller businesses to finally get in the game and compete. And the real wildcard in all of this? Advances in AI are making these machines smarter and more adaptable every single day.
And all of this leads to a final, really fascinating question. You see, the era of robots just following simple, repetitive commands is ending. We are moving into an age of true human-machine partnership. So as these machines become easier to program, more collaborative, and more capable of learning, the real question becomes, what's the next task they're going to learn, not from a line of code, but from watching us?